a couple more plants to add into the garden that we planted up the other week. It was the scarifying job, but I've only gone and left my spader at another job. So yet again, a little handy spade that I keep in the van. It's just brilliant. Just put it anywhere, behind the seat or on a shelf. It's actually on a shelf in my van. I've used it to move like 2 ton of soil for various reasons. I forgot the spade or left the spade at a job. So these are going in. So let's get on with that. Okay, so I've just brought the plants in and just placed them wherever for now. But I've got a few slight problems, like I already mentioned in the last planting video. This conifer is a little bit too sort of forward and big, and there's space at the back, but you know, if you put something at the back it won't be seen because of that. Now this Pyrus is lovely, it's really healthy, really big, but all the growth's at the top. So if I did put it at the back, which it would go in slight shade, that's from Flame of the Forest, it will grow, and I'll probably end up putting it in the back, but all the growth's at the top where you want to see it at the bottom. But if we look here, it is growing. It is growing from the bottom. Now there's 2 choices. We leave it and we just let it develop, or we could cut it and then hopefully it'll spring up from the bottom. I don't want to do that, not on this one. It's such a nice plant, but in the future we can do that. I won't do it on this one, but at least we've got the option. So I think I'll put that under there and that'll fill a gap. It was also going to go there where that pot is, because don't forget, when I see a nice shrub, I think I don't want to put it there, it's sort of a waste, you won't see it, but you've got to fill the garden. So the other thing I was thinking is these plants sit all over here, can't be seen because of these lower branches, so I'm just going to take these 2 lower branches off here. I don't really want to because I love the way it hangs down, but it's like 50-50. You either leave them and you can't see the garden, or you take them off and you can see the garden, and we will have the rest of the tree. So I'm very reluctantly going to take them off, but I am going to take them off. Everything else, we've got Lucifer Crocosmia, which is red, obviously you can see it there, but that's lovely. That can probably go up the back there between them 2, and all that growing is all bird seed, because all the bird seed, put a bird thing there now and all that's growing, so that'll be constant. And the rest is, the hooker is doing okay, doing fine. Today is Monday and I'm here on Friday to cut the lawn, so it needs cutting. Got some more Crocosmia, I'll probably put it up in this corner maybe. So that's up there. And what else did we have? We've got some Formium. Now I love Formium, it's one of my favourites, but because it's bare rooted, what I'm going to do is plant it, and then I think I'm going to cut it right down. It may not survive because there's not much roots on it, but let's hope it does, and then we'll stick the others in where we can. So I'll just get on with that and try and wangle where we're going to put these. And that soil is, I wouldn't say bone dry, but it's really dry, and we've just had horrendous rain for the weekend. After the big hot spell, it was non-stop rain. And just remember, when you're putting any shrub in, to just give it a bit of a twist and have a look at it, see which way it faces like the best, because it'll sort of be leaning or thicker on one side. So then you can just twist it and get it to the best view. Okay, I've just moved the bird seed feeder, because it's just going to end up dropping loads and loads of seeds, like, because it's whatever they use, wheat or barley or whatever, all sorts of stuff. So I'm just going to get the hydrangea now in that gap. Again, I'd like to get them in the front where you can see them, but once they grow, you will see them. So that'll be fine. If you've got a root bound pot like this and there's roots coming through, don't be scared to snip the roots so it can come out the pot easier. Not the greatest for your secateurs, of course, but you've got to do what you've got to do. Just going to give the hole a pot test now. Now, I'll be honest, the best thing to do there is to cut the flowers off, so it gives it, you know, less, it's not using energy to produce the flowers and grow, and it puts them into the roots. I just can't bring myself to do it, although that is the best thing to do. Before I go, I'm going to decide what to do. I probably won't, because it was grown in a pot, so it should be okay. I'll probably leave it, but that is my advice, is if you are going to move something, if it's for yourself, cut the flowers off, because yeah, you're using the flowers, but you'll get it to grow a lot quicker, a lot easier, a lot better. So next, we'll get this lucifer in. Well, that's looking more like a border. As I say, don't forget, everything's got to grow. Okay, let's sort this corner out. And I think every garden's got one of those little corners where you just hide everything, you know, like behind the shed or something. And this happens to be that corner. So the one downside with having LHL Garden Services looking after your garden is that we get all the garden looking smart, so there's nowhere to hide anything. So I'm afraid we're going to have to find somewhere for these little articles to be stored away. When they grow, that's that corner done. They'll both fill that corner. Okay, this is where decisions get changed. This Lucifer, I don't want it there where I was going to put it, because I just think it'll look a bit compact, and I don't want it in the corner because that pink is going to come up, and also that fuchsia looks like it's going to stay. So that'll be too compact there. So what I do want something in the ground, but I want low growing. So all that border, especially behind the hooker there, is going to have something in it, but not the Lucifer. So I'll probably take that away. That'll live to fight another day. So all that's left now is just to give them a good watering, even though it's been raining. Not today, it hasn't, but it's been raining. Still got to water them in. And today's choice of food is sweet caramel ice cream. Well, that's it. Again, I've said it before, it's just a waiting game, and I've cut this formium down, which I really didn't want to, but it's the best. It's for the best. That should really get cut down as well, but I'm not going to. But I just hope it survives. So really, yeah, it's just a waiting game. Haven't took the bottom ones off this. It's still in debate. I probably will, but not yet. Again, you can't see I said you wouldn't be able to see it. You see it when the bottom fills up. It's still going to fill that corner up. It's what we need. And these are almost touching when these were planted. You've seen a video where they were planted. They were miles apart. Well growing. So that will be sort of like a little hedge in the front. Yeah, that's it. Just a bit of a waiting game. And it'll soon fill up. The likes of that crocosmia, that'll bunch right up. So I'll see you on the next video. Thanks very much for watching.